الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. أذكر إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما.
Amen. Out of the depths, we honor you for this great privilege to be counted among the living. We commit our lives into your care. We ask that whatever you have decreed for our lives shall be named. We surrender the remaining days of the week into your hands, the hearts of men, and may your divine grace abide with us and forevermore. Amen.
Mr. Witness, you may kindly take your seat. To local government councils and related matters, may I remind you once again that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair.
Thank you, ma'am.
Council, can you please proceed?
Mr. Baji,
Yes,
you're welcome.
thank you.
Do you have the documents you have been asked to?
And the weekly report for both GIS and the concept note for GIS. I also have the report of the close code. But that of 2018 and 2019 and 2020, I couldn't get that because by then we were at the annex and now we moved up, the office is closed, so I couldn't access those ones.
Yeah, so let us admit C and then we can discuss the ones you do not have.
Okay.
And then you kind of itemize the receipts you have and the date.
Okay.
Because you have said the total is $150,000, correct?
Yeah, for the month of.
If not, I'll be going through one, what you have in your cover letter against the receipts that you have that you have submitted.
Okay.
Yes. For January, and then the other one is for February.
February, yes.
And April.
Yeah.
A document from the Department of Planning and Development, GIS Evaluation Unit, KMC, that you have authored this report. Did you?
No.
Is there any reason?
No, because it was a draft. It was not submitted to the CEO. This is why it's getting the final one.
So it is not submitted at all.
The draft was submitted.
Relevant. What is the impact of a draft? What is the relevance of a draft?
It is relevant because that's the accords. So from the weekly reports, I drafted this other one.
That's what I'm saying. It does not seem to be a document from.
I cannot tell whether it's approved by the CEO.
Who received this document as well?
I cannot tell that.
So how can we take?
So this is why I printed it.
The reports you have prepared would have been the reports that you have
submitted. So whether the CEO have received it or not.
Who submitted it to CEO?
It's me.
know whether it is.
I cannot ascertain that.
No, you tell us.
I was asked by the commission to produce this report.
Now we are testing.
But I'm 100% sure that I prepared the document.
Other document is the Carnival Municipal Council GIS and Evaluation Council memo from Director of Services signed by Lamin F. Baji. How you submit documents or any information to authorities through memo, you know how it is done. GIS unit to Deputy Chief Executive Officer, signed by the witness Lamin F. Baji. Weekly, and the last weekly GIS is a member from the Director of Planning, signed by Lamin F. Baji. We have the project focal point. We have the draft concept note, Municipal Council project concept note. We have an application. The start date is 1st July 2021. The end date 4th February as an exhibit.
Mr. Baji?
Yes, ma'am.
Fourth quarterly report of 2021. 2021.
Yeah.
Now, can we you over the document since this and your signature and your name for us to be able to know that
Okay.
document.
Okay.
Right?
All right, ma'am.
And
Okay.
right, since
Okay.
you said and you had submitted the final copy
Yes.
to. Thank you. The report 2021, dated the 15th of December. Producing this report is Lamin F. Baji, and it is signed by him. It prepared by Head of GIS and Valuation Unit, Lamin F. Baji. A memo dated the 1st of July 2022, Executive Officer, and it is copied to the Director of Services, stroke, a memo dated the of Planning and File, and the subject is weekly report from GIS and ballot emanating from the GIS unit, and it is addressed. It is copied to the DECO and filed with the subject weekly report. It is signed by Lamin. The annual work plan for 2021. The subject is project focal point. The draft concept note with the subject, which is for property taxation and waste management in Carnifing. The University of Essex and Carnifing Municipal Council project concept note.
Yes.
Is that all? Like this?
Yes.
Details?
Yeah.
Mr. Baji, what is this fund for development? Because dated November 1st, 2020, it is a document from the Ministry. It's a memo dated the 13th of May from the GIS unit to the Director of Planning, and it is copied to the ECO.
As the Commission places. Now, there are other outstanding. Why is that?
As I said, by then we were at the annex, so yesterday.
How about the resolution?
So that I can produce this document, because yesterday when we closed, I found the office.
I have some vouchers I want to show you as well in relation to 7 vouchers.
Yes. It's for the attached letter.
What is the voucher number?
Pardon?
What is the PV number? The voucher number?
Pardon?
Do you recognize the voucher?
Yes.
Site?
Okay. 1085. Yes.
You can please put it aside. The third one.
PV 201418. Yes. 1287.
You also signed that one?
Yes.
The fifth one, sir?
04.
You also signed that voucher, sir?
Yes. 1.
You also signed that voucher as well?
Yes.
And they are all impressed that was given. The first is PV 2014. That's correct, sir?
Office is honorarium for environment, sanitation, labor.
201085.
Yes.
Can I please see it? You can read the description and tell us what you have. Can you please speak louder, please?
They wrote there.
That's correct.
Yes, but at the top I see they are impressed for the payment of.
Correct.
Yes, it's correct.
Good. Number 3 is the PV 201418.
Yes.
And lubricant.
Yes.
Number 4, PV 2100873. The description.
Yes.
The 6th one, PV 190904, vehicle sealing of fuel tanks and.
The PV 190904.
Yes.
Here they.
As an exhibit.
Seven vouchers, payment vouchers. being cash impress for cost of 2 bulls for N904, being cost of sealing of the fuel tanks, and PV 200873, the Google Plus code project as per PV 201418 driver as per letter attached. Bears PV 2014 allowance for the NMDA excavator together as exhibit as LGC/LFB
as the commission places. Now, may I please have PV 18?
I don't have a copy here with me. I will go back to the office and look for them. Are attached.
Yes, just one.
Yeah, one.
What was that impressed for?
Purchase of 2 bulls.
Why do you need 2 bulls for the environment and sanitation?
Pardon? Because the laborers, they request for us that most of the...
So because they said they can't get to Baskiram, I repeat?
Pardon? No. They only receive their salaries.
Were they paid for the labor that they render?
At the council.
Or meat or bull for them?
Yes.
Okay. You made the request. You should know.
Yeah, because
You
the
are
request, they let me come.
Yes.
Whether they can get meat.
Yes.
So I told them I'm not the approving officer.
Yes.
The only thing
Officer.
yes.
You should request based on budget. Mr. Baji, you sit here.
Forum, please.
Thank you, Chair.
Yes, please listen to his questions
Okay.
and you answer,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So there is no need to scream, facts we have.
Okay.
And we ask you based on evidence that is before us in terms of
Thank you,
Council,
Madam
may
Chairperson.
proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Mr. Baji, you were at the office of the Director of Services.
Yes.
Were you familiar with the budget?
I told them the only thing I can do is to write a request and forward it to the office of the...
As far as you're concerned, you did it purely based on humanitarian grounds.
Yes.
To assist them to have
No, in the letter there is no amount stated.
yeah, 830.
Yes.
Now turn to, but then how much do we have?
Yes.
2 would be?
100.
So what do you mean when you said 60?
Yes. That's what was approved.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you got paid more than that.
In the request letter, there was no amount stated. Approved 60,000
Yes.
as what? Well, that one, I think the procurement can, the director,
Invoice.
this is what I'm saying.
There is
When I was receiving this check, I didn't the request. I was informed that the check is drawn, come for your check.
no, I'm saying there is an invoice in that set of INVOICE invoice. Mr. Baji, you are starting to behave the document. I spelled invoice for you. Have you seen an invoice?
Yes.
How much is there?
Two.
Ali Ture Enterprise.
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you not provide an invoice? Impressed?
Can you please come? I didn't get you. No.
Now, who provided that invoice? Who issued the invoice?
Yes, that's true.
But then, that is contrary to what the invoice is. Totally different. You had actually...
That's true.
Yes. You had told them how much?
Me?
Through the invoice.
Yes.
Yes, I'm saying. Now, there is a receipt subsequently.
Yes.
Why do you, how do you know that the price?
That one is from the supplier who wrote that.
Yes. I told you the the price for one bull is $50,000.
$50,000.
Could it not have been a bull for $45,000?
Yes.
It's possible you have it for 40.
Yes.
Even possible you have it for 35. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So why must you only have from one supplier?
This was a cash impress. So I called this guy to help me with an invoice, which
Yes.
he.
Yes.
We were able to get less than that.
We will come to that.
Okay.
I am just saying that the reason why it matters is you want to do good for the laborers. You may also want to do good to yourself. You do.
Yes.
So I'm not saying you did that. That is the loophole you will create. If you do not follow procurement regulations, even 45, we would not know whether you had it for far.
I agree.
Yes. And that's what people will do to perpetuate that their corrupt practices in public institutions. One.
Yes.
2 would be how much?
70.
Where did you buy it from?
Abuko.
Is there no description in the receipt?
Yeah, it says livestock dealers, Central Abattoir, Abuko.
Yes. Did you not buy it for the amount that is stated in the invoice? Is there any reason?
Yes.
No. You asked for money to buy bull.
Which I did.
Would be 100.
Yes.
You were given the 100.
Yes.
You went and negotiated. If you're going by your initial invoice, you have got the invoice. Going to find the cheapest bull should have been. That's not honest. That's suspicious.
Due to the time frame, this is why we cannot do for this Tobaski.
But you had time to go and get an invoice. The same way you went to look for an invoice, you could have easily found or tried to see the cheapest. Did with the balance? What did you do with the balance?
I just paid the fare for the 2 bulls.
One needs money.
I don't say I don't need money, but for that one I don't need it.
Of course you do, but then let's forget about that.
Each bull 7,005.
Each bull.
Yes.
7.5. They could not be transported in one taxi bagage, they call it.
No, we have a pick-off.
They could not be transported in one vehicle.
Yes, they couldn't.
It was not possible.
The vehicle we have, he said he cannot take the 2 at a time.
We live in this country, 2 bulls with one vehicle.
I'm not saying we cannot transport the 2 vehicles, but this.
Is it a possibility to transport 2 vehicles with one?
It's possible, but we couldn't get a vehicle that will transport this.
So you did not request for that? Request for transport, you did not request for giving money, but you had other ideas. You
That's
had
true.
other plans for transport for two separate transportation. Each is 75, correct?
Yes.
That's it. Now,
And their signatures.
you don't work for yourself.
Yes, I don't work for myself, that's true.
You work in an institution.
Yes.
The monies are not. Is there any balance?
No.
Not even $1. We cannot continue having people like you in this public service. We cannot approve this in the first place.
I think it's acting CEO.
And the finance director?
Sirif Njai.
Outstanding 6, impressed. If you bring the
Mr. Baji, are you aware of the financial manual with respect to how you handle and disburse vision of section 701 says about impress?
No.
You don't. Section 701 deals with impress, section 702 and 702 to see whether ends with what the financial manual is saying.
Okay.
But to sub 11, can you please?
Impress should be retired when
No, go back, read it again.
Impress should be prepared when no longer required or impressed should be repaid when no longer required or reduced when found excess.
Can you please read it properly, Mr. Bai? Please read this as correctly.
Required or reduced when found to be excessive.
What do you understand by that?
What I understand by that is if the impress is not required or reduced when excessive.
So in this circumstance, on your request was excessive. Is that correct?
No.
Sorry?
I said no.
So what you requested for
Yes.
excessive
It's not.
is not.
Yes. Seven.
35
Yes.
each, which makes it
Ye-
70,
Yes.
if or not.
It is.
It is excessive.
Ye-
Council, you may proceed.
Mr. Baji to provide evidence that he is requested to bring.
Now, I deal with it extensively, and these are. Did you read General Council Resolution number KMC/GCM December 2019? The Council made some observations about the GIS project. What can you tell us about the meeting of the 24th of September?
Yes.
They had some serious concerns and they raised it.
But I learned that he was saying that the way we were working, he is not pleased with it. And I told him, I cannot remember all.
All.
Yes. Until
Was the issue of money raised?
I cannot remember that because GIS
Yes, we'll documents on Thursday.
Thursday.
Yes.
With time.
Thursday, you can come in by 10 o'clock. Registrar, can you call the next witness?
envelope on the table. I say you can place your envelope on the table and then stand here. Welcome to this commission.
I'm a Muslim.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
English.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation? I, Habib,
MLCC,
do swear that
do swear that
Good afternoon, Mr. Sise.
Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. Chairperson, New Joshua. Mr.
Thank you, Patrick. I really enjoyed the breakfast.
Okay. Please state your.
Pardon?
Since when were you elected?
2018.
2018. And you are still a councillor?
Yeah, I'm serving my second term.
For KMC?
Yes. I went to New Joshua Primary School, Kandiba, Krabel and Upper Basic. Then I proceeded to ABE, Association of Business Executives, up to MDI to do my postgraduate in public administration.
That's impressive. You recall giving statements, a statement and an additional statement as well. And the additional statement, the statement is a 2-page statement.
Amendment. My statement, 31st July. I'm a councillor of New Joshua, Ibo Town, not Old Joshua.
Yes.
So I can vividly remember those appointments were presented to the Establishment and Appointment Committee.
Yes.
Okay, I think Lord Mayor is not our committee member. And also Talib Ahmed Bensouda, and there are made in that statement. There are some of the things I cannot fully remember.
But it is your statement, which you have confirmed, correct?
Yeah, I'm a very responsible person, so I will not say anything that is not in line.
Correct?
Yeah, and I make the amendments.
No, I mean, I'm saying, you, the third paragraph, what you are saying, you confirm that this is what you said earlier, and you want to change it now, means that is not the process. Since you have said it before in your statement, you will have it admitted. That is the process. And in your
I did not swear about the Quran. So anything I will say here, I will make sure that I confirm and is the right thing.
Where you like it. So let me.
So please, Madam Chair.
Mr. I believe that you owe these people that are sitting here to listen to you speak. And we accord dignity and respect. And we do not expect.
Okay.
Allow me to finish.
Okay.
And I don't want to raise my voice again. And you may take liberty to look at what the rules say. All right? A statement at the police, at the investigators. 100% take. Are you listening to me, Mr. Sise?
Yes, I'm listening. Please, if you can allow me, I want to say something. To be honest, I believe, this...
we will give you the time to
Okay,
respond.
all right, okay.
Or is there anything that we need to know?
I need to be respected, and I also deserve to respect people. But what someone to tell me you are lying. So if
Mr.
I have the TOR of the commission and
Yes,
I know the law.
that you also understand what is the level of the commission when it comes
What I'm saying.
No, no, no.
I'm totally agreed.
Yes.
But one thing I cannot allow anyone to insult me. I believe I'm responsible. If you responsible person, you can ask me of anything, but you cannot tell me I'm lying. I don't think I will. Of course, it's a commission. So I'm so proud to be here, honestly, to give my statement.
So I think that should, as a person that is elected, by your character and your standing, you transcend the level. Am I correct? Am I correct? Your level and your standing transcends the fact that you would want to give your evidence as a public officer to this. Correct?
I am here to give my statement.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. I said what I said. Is it correct? What I said, is it correct?
That's what I'm saying. I'm here to give my statement, and I'm willing.
Thank you.
May I proceed?
Yes, please.
Yes, just to, Honorable Chair, consumption of everyone, the rules of the Commission are very clear. I've requested for the, it says 16. Any person making a statement to the Commission staff, truthfulness and completeness of the content of their statement. And in this case, their statement is truthful or not, whether it's a lie or it's correct. So when a witness appears, regardless of the individual, it is part of the rules and part of the laws of this country to get. So the rules are clear. I believe they are there for everyone, and no one will be an exception, Madam Chairperson, with your indulgence. So, but however, we'll proceed. Wait, be his right, that he made this statement, and I will read the portion. It says, Sanjali, Yusufa Sala, and Babakar Jame. I can vividly, these are the words, remember that these appointments were presented and there were no job advertisements conducted for these positions. I recall that both Nuruddin Adams didn't match their respective qualifications, which I challenged during our to the file on grade 10 and Nuruddin on grade 7.1. Now the way making this statement, he said, yes, I made this statement, but I did not swear to the whole to refute this or amend this statement. If the witness has said that I did not make this statement, I did not to decide whether to accept the amendment or not. So having said that, we will apply to have the statement tendered, accept signing the statement. The additional statement is the fourth of as an exhibit, Madam Chairperson.
Dated the 31st of July 2023, made by the witness. Document dated the 4th of September 2024, made by the are all admitted in evidence together as an exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/HMLC/KMC/001.
Now, let's start with your role.
Yeah, councillor is a position in the local.
It's impressive. Now, how do you perform this function?
I'm the mouthpiece and make sure that all their concerns and to look after their to make sure that their concerns, their needs and aspirations is fulfilled.
Now,
and I try my.
Now, what are these concerns, these main concerns from the people that you represent?
Yeah, I came from, and we all know when you come in time of disaster, Joswang Ibo town is a prone area. And, and also we have a health post and clinic at the ward. So it's aspirations when those concerns are raised as a representative to make sure that I convey that message to council. And at times, most of the time, when this is my second term in office, I will not say most of the time the things were fulfilled. And I have that connection with the community.
Now, access to clean water in some areas.
Yeah, we all know that, Joshua Ibo town, some of the we make sure that we talk to NAWEC.
And these areas are?
I was going through the report. So they said most of those
individuals telling these agencies or these institutions or these corporate bodies about your problem. Probably they will not even report it the way and manner. Even Joshua, for instance, you should know their problems. So now I now want to know, when it comes to the area of how did you come about with that information so that it can be addressed?
Things based on report. So I'm not an expert to go and do water samples to
committee in this locality that is instituted to
a ward development committee, but
yes.
No one is there. There is an expert.
No, everyday problem doesn't need expert. You see, everyday problem requires no expertise. Something you've lived and something you were told by an expert, and whether in fact there is contamination. What I want to know is, at your level, as a councillor, how or what will you tell the commissioners in relation to areas? Can you list them as to the areas that are affected in relation to clean water?
That's what I'm saying. I said Ibo Town, Badala.
Just that?
Yes, these are the two areas that are mentioned in that report.
No other. Okay, so you're finding there's squarely on the report.
Yes.
When was this report?
Huh?
When was this report?
This report, 20
issue of women's garden.
What?
You spoke about women's garden.
Yes, women's garden. I think like I said, Ibo Town.
Yes.
We have I think everybody is aware of that case that happens. The government.
Yeah, an assumption.
Yes.
Now you tell us what you know.
Yeah, exactly. The complaints. So when the women's garden came there with a grader, tried to grade all their land. I went to our platform, which is the Ward Development Committee group. Have an emergency meeting the following day. Then the next day, which is Mbamari Amagasama, then community of New Joswang, we went to the garden. I think they read that story and they were around. So then from there we wrote. I think even the then minister called me for a dialogue. When I was going, I go with the Lord Mayor of KMC. When it comes in time of my community, I don't joke because I am elected by the people and answerable to the people. I am there to fulfill the needs and aspirations of my people, raised and brought up in that community. So I make sure that their voice are heard. So it was not a fruitful discussion between.
Mr. Sise, can you tell us the name of the minister?
Sorry, he was there
Thank you.
Musa Dram, yeah. So it was not a fruitful discussion. So then from there, then, after him, when Abba came, we followed it. They told us that,
Do you have the petition?
Yes.
We will give you a paper and a pen.
Okay. Yeah, I think I have my envelope. I will write it on.
Okay.
Mr. Sise, Mr. Sise, when you are ready, you put the paper inside the envelope.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Provide all correspondences that you have made pursuant to the.
Thank you.
Write it so that you will not forget.
No, I will not forget.
Thinking that is only the petition. Include there.
Any other issue with respect to the Women's Garden?
You say what?
Any other?
Give them, there was a campaign promise. I give them quarterly women's fertilizer.
Main problems?
Yeah, like
aside from the ones you've mentioned.
Siblings for and crops, because there was a time I provided them with equipment through the CAP project, and also we have series of training we do.
Two?
Yes.
Two main ones or just two maximum? There are no other women gardens?
Yes.
Do they have an association?
Yes, they have.
You have meetings of this meeting?
Well, I don't know the meetings, they write the minutes, but see, I have series of meetings with them. When they have concerns, they do come to me. And at times, most of the time, they do go there to demarcate, telling them that, government have allocated this land.
Meetings.
Unless I have the community development officer, but
if you attend a meeting and minister take you will not know?
No, I don't think, because he said just a discussions and way forward, but not formally meeting.
So there are no minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, just say that.
I believe, yeah.
Just say there are no. You spoke about health post?
Yeah, we have a health clinic. I think, the clinic, the time I came in as a counselor, they have a series of problems. They don't have the financial muscle anymore to continue sponsoring the clinic. When I was informed, I make sure that, I counsel, because to be honest, I think we came in around June or July, something like that. Our election was in April. From there, we were sworn in. So maybe June or July. So they said, council says it is not in their budget, but they will try to factor it to building of New Joshua Market.
Yes.
Sorry, New Joshua Clinic.
Yes. But did they factor it in the subsequent budget? And budget is every year, is it not?
Yeah. When I requested it, they approved it and they came. Have been paid, because if not, we will lose most of the staffs at the clinic.
Do you have the?
So, but I believe any money coming out of council, there should be a formal request.
No. I want to know. See, Mr. Sise, we are dealing with facts, right? And it's evidence coming from you. So if the evidence comes.
Yeah, Mr. Patrick, what I'm saying.
Mr. Gomez.
Okay,
you
all right,
address
sorry.
me as Mr. Gomez, or you address me as lead counsel?
Yeah, Mr. Gomez.
Yes.
I believe the If I raise any, they cannot give you money like that. You have to write a request. They do their thing and they approve it. It's solved.
I don't.
So I don't think, for me, I believe all the commission.
Yes. I asked this because you are a councillor.
Yes.
Fair and correct statement?
Yeah, I think so.
You will have your own file, ideally. Correct? Have your own file. Your records, your communication represent a people. And the people you represent, you will have to have correspondence. Records as per how you served the people. So you and I both agree that records should be kept at your level. Now I'm asking you, you have made this request. Do you have copies of these documents?
Yeah, I believe the request is time. There was no office. There was no WDC office.
You make it simple, we keep it simple. And your community that are affected probably in the most cases in
the waste management. Because when I came in, at the time we all know waste management was a so everybody is seeing this truck. To complain about. But to be honest, the people of Igbo Town really need it's not formal, just verbal. I want a truck, so I want bank to give me loan. So at the time, I was just discussing with him about all these things. He told me I think it's a good plan. Then just few days time, he called me back and told me concept came, and I am fortunate to be part of the Mbalit committee. The concept of the project and some of the rules taken from it.
That's a good initiative. It's a good idea that you have by the rainy season severely. In fact, some houses will really be.
Igbo Town just 20 years ago, 25 years ago, there was no serious
factors. Now we decide how to solve it. That's why we get people that are elected matter. What are the main areas that you think are really a problem in relation to what we're discussing?
It's a disease. So there are some parts of the of our ward we dug those. Of course, it is. Come on, I have a meeting with my community. I relate
on a certain activity. Let's say in relation to the drainage system. Do you have the first voucher is PV 190316 on the 31st of July 2023. Do you have it with you? Any other committee?
Revenue committee.
Revenue?
Mbalit committee.
Or sort of by council?
Yeah, at times, it do happen. At times, like
Mr. Cisse, that is also one of the rules as well.
No, it's not a ring.
Did you see the market committee?
No. The a special committee to go and do. General council pass the resolutions because you have to take the recommendation. Revenue committee chair to councillors. Then from there, maybe 5 or 6 councillors will concentrate on this constituency.
We GRTS has cut off the signal. They cut off for 1 o'clock.
Times, like I said, responsibility to the revenue committee chairman to make sure that audit, like other department council, connected to.
We will come back after the break.
Audit is concerned.
Okay, you have never had access to any report.
Yes.
Why is that? Is there any reason?
And come up with a recommendation.
Are you a member of the finance committee?
No, I'm not a member.
Discussed any audit report from national audit?
But for now, I cannot remember.
No, my question is from. Have you at any? These reports are every year.
So Mayor will minute it to my committee through clerk.
Okay, not the entire report, the findings, the main findings. If it means the entire report.
Maybe I forget, but unless if I see the paper or the document so that you know.
Would it be something you will have interest in?
The management to review the.
Habib, yes. MLCC, have you caused the council or.
I make that all the time.
Not the internal audit, national audit.
National, every time at the end of council, maybe if the commission go over to our council's minutes, they will transparency and accountability is concerned. Because in council we have departments that are responsible and lack of processes, all those things will be tackled.
Diligence is a question. You raised the issue of diligence.
Yeah, what I'm saying, what I want to say is go over to our minutes establishment.
Yes.
You will see a lot of.
You had said that if these departments, you've raised the issue, some councils will raise the issue, that is your evidence
of compliance to make sure that he give quarterly report to general council so that we will know exactly what is going on and what is their final, so that you know it will be easy. If you have any challenges, you know, we see how best, you know.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Are these departments, in your observation, knowing all this, make it answer is yes, they have, no, they have not.
Yeah, council, before we came, no documentation at council.
Let's leave before 2018.
No, but if we leave before 2018,
you are not to tell us what questions to answer. Answer the question. When you will be allowed to explain what you find. You know why it is important? Because you are a politician. For us to give you opportunity to state situations, we will give you that opportunity. All right? Thank you.
Thank you very much, yes. Now, thank you, Chair.
No one can deny that. They have their ups and downs. They have their failures. They also have their success. I think, you know, I need to know exactly what is the audit finding so that I will answer it. I want you
in council, which you are a member of, in the deliberation.
Very vital. It's very, very important.
Good. Now, I refer you to the, before that, Honorable Registrar, have you, before you show the witness, have you?
I was called by council. I cannot remember who called me exactly. And the former deputy mayor and the then deputy mayor. We go to. When I went there, then the following day, you know, I.
CT scanning?
Yes.
For $12,000?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe.
What else? Any other?
Yeah, only.
The council did not have a medical policy outlining the conditions and local and overseas treatments. These payments and claims were for senior staff of the council only. 1643, it says cash impressed for medical bills for the councillor of New
They're paid by council, if I can't remember.
This is different from your 2021 medical bill.
November 2020?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. It's a medical.
You were given an impress of how much?
Well, this time, at this time I was sick, so request.
Go ahead. Proceed.
Okay, all right. I believe, you know, all these things, the impact at Carnifing General Hospitals and other private hospitals. So maybe
perhaps we need facts. If you can help us with facts, you will be great.
Okay, all right. Then I will. Let me write it down.
No, let me ask you questions. Okay. And then, did you raise a request for impress?
Yes, yes. But this report, I never see this report. You need to engage people. When national audit is a tool also, I should have preview to check it. But this is my first time to say it.
Do you doubt the?
If audit is like an institution to correct, but to make sure make a report,
yes.
I should be privy to read so that, you know, I also know exactly how do I.
The findings. You accept the findings, correct? You accept these findings?
No, what I'm saying, I said 12,000. I can fully remember that because at the time when I went to CT scanning, but the other affirmations and stuff, I cannot remember. maybe, I check into it.
We will give you time
Yes.
to check about this
Yep.
payment made to you. The other issue is, have you ever been given impressed as well? Aside
All the travelings I make, they give me party of not impressed, as far as I know.
Not
Yes.
impressed. Good. So, like I said, Mr. Sise, when you come back, we will.
Tired the impresses that you have taken over the period.
Yes, you spoke about the word, the development.
Huh?
What is the composition?
The composition, you just about.
Composition of the committee.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I cannot know exactly, so unless I explain to you, understand?
Okay. Go ahead.
Joshua Sankosela, Ibo Town Badala, Ibo Town Sang, and Ibo Town Kusabia. Each subward we may rep, then and both the alcohol, because Ibo Town Joshua we have 2 alcohol. I nominate some elders, maybe elders committee or Christian rep and
Periodical meetings?
you have?
Periodical meetings.
Yes, the law meeting.
Now, how often, who keep minutes of meetings?
Yeah, the secretary.
Yes. Who
Yeah,
is the secretary?
Bakari Khan.
Do that.
Yeah, I think yeah, maybe my profit, but I'm not. I'm not. No,
Of minutes of meetings.
no, because he files it. Unless there was a time I supposed to travel, and I was lobbying for one project, but then from I have a serious flood at my home, so even my document.
Do the minutes of the meetings exist?
Yes.
Okay.
I will ask Bakari then if he is having the original or the copy.
What is the function of
Identify the problems of
responsible
the,
for? To identify?
to identify problems.
Okay.
So if they identify, then from there, we see how best it does. So, member have a responsibility. Either you are a secretary, a treasurer, or a youth rep, or maybe you have your responsibility. And I believe the Local Government Act, their responsibilities is in the Local Government
Are you
Act.
familiar with the Local Government Act 2002? Says a ward development committee shall be responsible for coordinating and prioritizing all development planning.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah, but I can remember there was a time that, during the COVID, we did not have it.
the ward development plans for every year since you were the council. Can you
Okay,
please write that down? It says, without limiting the generality of the provisions of subsection 1 of this section, have you been identifying the ward needs
Of course,
and
yes.
prioritizing them? You have this in prioritizing solutions and alternative to identifying problems.
Yes.
Now, who are your key partners, your stakeholders?
And also, the CAFOs, because when I came in, I came as a councillor. The restructuring I made at the Ward Development Committee.
Yes.
Yeah, handing over, no nothing. So I have to start from the scratch as a councillor. Then I'm not a signatory to the WDC's account. We have our secretary and the treasurer. Right. So we start and we do the restructuring. The then councillor, I think, the clerk.
Yes.
And my ward development committee is one of the best ward development committee when you come to.
Or not, it's entirely subjective.
Okay.
I may want to add that statement. You made reference to 0818. Is in relation to an amount of 2. Do you recall this?
That's a council resolution.
Yes. Can you please explain to us about this particular payment?
Elected by the people, and every day people do come to us to council. At times it is very difficult, and for us as a council, decentralizations have to start with us. We have to we start with 80,000 or 100,000. Then from there, the committee, when a council give you that money to your account, because we do a lot of projects for this 100 price.
There is this exercise, like I said to you, the voucher. Councillors were paid an amount of $260,000.
Okay, all right. I can
You want to share with us what is funny and interesting? All right, we may proceed.
Yes. You may proceed with your evidence.
see that there should be a committee. So when they establish they want to do retreat committee.
Yes.
So through revenue committee, so that revenue committee we did talking about is 24 or 25 days.
Yes.
That exercise to go to markets, each team will go to market.
Yes.
To make sure that they pay their taxes because tax is a mandatory.
Was that
I think 24 days or 25 days.
you attended this exercise?
I'm in a team with Councillor Lamin Jambe.
Yes.
Councillor, well, I cannot say it exactly because it was a long time, but my team, I know that
There is.
maybe only if they look at the and stuff.
Resolution.
Yes.
Okay. So who was spearheading this exercise?
Yeah, normally the councillors are there to, just 2 months ago we are doing similar exercise, but this time we said there will be.
How much were you paid for this?
Yeah, if I can remember, I don't know. I forget, but I know that the just one constituency, that is all just one carnifing, some parts of pipeline.
No, the number.
Yeah. So we visited all those market areas, some businesses, whether they are paying, because we requested
Do you have a figure?
I was not taking the minutes, I was just there to observe.
Were minutes taken by anyone? With him?
Well, not.
I mean, for the small groups, I mean, if you have a group, you are trying to name your group, take attendance. Know who is present, because if you do not attend.
And all the date.
Yes, but
Yes.
if you attend all the days.
Yes, I attend all the days.
No.
Remembering, I just want to take you through so that we understand.
Hear me out. The best thing, what I think, is you have attended all the days.
Yes.
What I think is you have done your job. It goes to no issue. Because then you cannot prove it. And if you cannot prove it, it becomes. Have you attended with your team all the days?
Yes.
Have you yourself attended all the days?
Yes.
Do you have?
Any report, but I know that I attended.
Is there a report?
Well, I don't know, not to my
So
knowledge.
how would anyone know that you have attended?
I signed it.
Anyone can sign and receive money. But whether the work had been done, it's a different. That someone can just say that I have attended to 25 days of.
I don't think no one can do that.
But it's a possibility.
Well,
Is it a possibility?
I don't think anyone can do that.
Is there a need to have report? Did your team provide a report?
No, I'm not responsible. I am there to observe. My role there is to observe.
So I do not know.
No, I cannot tell you exactly whether the team provide report or not. What I know I attended all the 25 days or 24 days.
So you do not know whether the team had a report?
No.
Do you know whether there was any report that was prepared by?
Or the finance committee at that time, because I don't think at the time there was a. But for me, there was attending, so I
know whether anyone prepared any report?
No, I cannot remember.
You know Karamo Sise?
Yeah, Councillor Karamo, yes.
That's a direct question.
Not to my knowledge.
Not to your knowledge. So Karamo Sise report, it is also in the voucher which I will show you and we'll have it admitted. He authored a report outlining the number of days and then passed from day 1 to day 24. And he signed this report. Were you?
So whether they are taking minutes, I
Did
told
Karamo give you any report?
No, Karamo did not give me any report, but I signed.
But you didn't sign an attendance. You signed?
No.
When you
I
took money?
did not.
That's your signature.
Yes.
May I please see it?
My signature.
Of the issue of the establishment committee. In the establishment committee.
Yeah, like I said, among my roles,
Yes.
we are also responsible for condition services, disciplinary matters, training and
How do you inform yourself regarding whether someone is qualified for the unemployment?
Yeah, I think in the Local Government Act, the elected councillors have to election qualified me, and I have the qualification to be the committee chair.
Okay, so if you listen to me, then you understand, then you answer.
All right.
If you don't understand, you say, I beg your pardon, I do not understand. It's better than answering, granting or refusing an application for employment.
Yeah, for example, if we don't act just like that, what we did, we receive, we're supposed to receive a letter from the head of the will bring it to our committee, or the CEO will bring it to our committee. Then from there, we will then we come up with a recommendation.
Yes.
And that recommendation, the committee have no right to Local Government Act. We have that legislative power. Yeah, the Local Government Act give us that scheme of service. Has a chairman of establishment and appointment committee. My council have never have they never got the scheme of services, because when I came, but I request all these documents so that I will have guideline to know exactly how 37 of the Local Government Act says there shall be a establishment and appointment. There was no Local Government Service Commission.
Sorry. What?
Section 37 of the Local Government Act. You know, a lot of stuff the section talk about.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
You may proceed. I wanted to get the section.
Or cause to appoint people that were less qualified in a given position.
Yeah, well, council under my leadership employ anyone, because at the time 2018 when we came, when the file of
Mr. Cisse, don't ask him questions. If you want clarification, you don't ask him questions. You ask if you want the question to be clarified, he will do so.
So yes, have you had cause generally to appoint anyone a certain position? Has that come to your knowledge?
Yeah, unless you show me.
Rules?
No, of course, no.
No, hear me out, hear me out. You don't understand the rules, so that's why probably the commission decided no, or I do not know. So have you had cause to employ a certain position?
I cannot remember.
You cannot remember. I said to file Sanjali, Yusufa Sala, and Babakar Jami.
First meeting, council, I can remember when the matter came to our committee, because that was the first sitting. We cannot involve on ourselves that we don't know. That's why I wrote to Ministry of, I pushed the ministry to set up the Local Government Service Commission at that time.
Let me read. You said, on the appointments of Nuruddin Adams, I said to file Sanjali, Yusufa Salah, and by the Lord Mayor, Talib Ahmed Bensouda. and that both Dean Adams and Ashrafal were given grades that didn't match their respective qualities.
I changed the statement.
You changed it now.
No, I changed it when I was amended. The Lord Mayor, Taliban Sudan.
So you said it before in your statement, but you now want to change it.
No, I told you. A statement when I was giving the statement. At that time, I did not sworn. I just do it as a voluntary statement and move mayor because mayor is not a committee member.
We all know that.
So mayor is not a committee member.
Yes.
So I might be wrong to mention his name. And for us, like I said, we did not do any formal interview for these people. And that is, I stand.
You never said. You said the mayor, let me read. It's very important and I read word for word what you have said. To the establishment and appointment committee in our first cities by the Lord Mayor. You didn't say he was present.
He presented it.
Now, what?
They presented it was presented by the Lord Mayor.
We are quarreling that the mayor presented these names.
So, you want to establish the fact, I believe.
See, I tell you that you're not here to ask questions.
No, I'm not asking.
To make an application for contempt. I would not hesitate to do that. Answer the questions as your names were presented to us by the mayor.
Yeah, said these things by himself. That's what I want that statement to be changed.
Did you?
Long time, so I try to correct myself.
Are you aware that given an? Are you aware?
Where?
I'm asking you a question. Whether you are aware the witness, as per the criminal code by the investigators, section 114 of the. It says, Madam Chairperson, and if I may read, false information to public belief to be false, intended thereby to cause or knowing it to be likely that he or she, the facts representing which the information is given were known to him or her, or to use the lawful power of the pen of $500, or to imprison for a time of 6 months, or both, fine. To the investigators, they are public servants. And the witness doesn't you. I'm addressing the commissioners. I was saying this to the investigators.
No.
Again, I am not addressing you. When you, yes. So, in no uncertain terms, we have it on record, we have it on audio, and we have it for information. We would not hesitate to make an application that this matter be referred to the police for the witness to be arrested and prosecuted. The criminal code asks for Honorable Chairperson, and I will beg the Commissioner's pardon to address them. It's on page 94, 95. A person who in any judicial proceedings or for the purpose of instituting any judicial proceedings knowingly gives intended to be raised in the proceedings commits the misdemeanor termed perjury. It says, authorized by law, that the forms and ceremonies used in administering the oath binding the person giving the testimony, it is immaterial whether the false testimony is given orally or in writing. Who is a public, who falls within judicial proceeding. It says at the interpretation section, Honorable, had or taken in or before a court, tribunal, or commission, I will hold that the witness, the commission, if we go on with this, that we will make an application for the matter for perjury. And unless there are other comments, we would not mind to proceed.
The council is able to read us the laws which refer to not giving the right information or the truthful information. The issue is you give the, not advice really, because it's your evidence that you are giving up. So it is left for you to appreciate the statement or do otherwise. knowledge and understanding. That is why you are given the opportunity, after writing the statement, to come here and when the investigators were taking your statement, they had asked you severally whether, so it is important, the law is saying. And see the reason or otherwise, best of your ability. Did you?
To amend my statement.
Yes.
2 amendments.
Yes.
I amended by the Lord Mayor of KMC.
Yes, you have an opportunity of saying it's not your statement. That one is either a mistake or clearly within your purview to say whether the statement you made earlier on is a mistake or an error, or whatever you tell us in this commission, that is what we will. So you state what you wish to amend in your the answers to the interrogation that is put to you, and then we will proceed on that.
Yeah, that's what I amend.
So now you just. So I don't see any difficulty in answering his questions. Yes.
When I came here,
Yes.
I changed I do 2 amendments, Old Joshua and by the Lord. I fully remember at that time when I came, this was a long time ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. So now I can be the mayor or not.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Councillor,
Mr.
have you
Council.
taken note? Sorry. The mayor gave him, sent him the instructions or not?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
From the statement.
Madam Chair, we would not.
Care of, it's a known fact.
Yes.
So can we proceed?
Now, Mr. Cisse, was there a meeting?
When the application came, these people were not interviewed. And I think that was very clear. We were new. So, and this was, we need to have guidelines to make sure that we also equip ourselves.
Was there so there was no meeting to appoint this people?
We refer them to the CEO.
Is the answer no?
We refer them to the CEO.
Now,
the minister is the responsibility of the clerk of council.
We are making an application for the witness to minutes and referral of these appointments to the CEO.
Look, this first meeting, that was.
No, hang on. Let me just finish with the order, and then you can explain. As chair of the Establishment and Appointment Committee, you are hereby ordered to produce and Sanjali, Yusufa Sala, Aissatou Fall. This is to be provided on or before the 24th of October 2020.
our first meeting. You know, it is in the stand. So at the time, the then CEO instructed the HR manager to take the. When I was following the proceedings, I make sure that you know I want to find that a clerk should take minutes of all the committee meetings. But the then CEO.
Was it via a resolution that the clerk is instructed to be taking notes?
That is in our.
All the committees.
Exactly.
So note that and bring the standing order.
Yes, okay, all right.
For us.
When did you know about this?
Yeah, it's just hearsay. Did more. After the local government, any matters forwarded to General Council, the vote is simple majority. So I was outnumbered, but paper, because to be honest, when we provided the service scheme of council, we get qualification, then we recommend the council power. Only General Council have that power. So when we recommend, I say go back to school and continue with this person. And for us,
we'll come back to that.
Okay.
We exhaust my question, and we come back to what you are saying now.
Thank you.
That these two have a relationship with the mayor. Is it a yes or a no?
Well, like I said,
Found it in their testimony in the commission. If it was a rumor before, it's no longer a rumor because they confirmed it.
They confirm what?
That they have worked. Call that both Nuruddin Adams and Ejul Fall were given grades that didn't match their respective.
When I start to receive the guidelines, you know, for me, I'm the chair.
Yes.
So when I give them like either we recommend it to be a.
Was there a public relations manager position before Ejul Fall was appointed? If you don't know now,
Manager were there, but it's budgeted. So I will.
Question.
Yeah, I can confirm it maybe next time. Yeah.
Better.
Yeah, sure.
Question is not about budget.
Sure.
One appointed in grade 10.1. On grade 7.1. But before their appointment, you had problems and you raised queries about this. The numbers of the voting, which is democracy. Before that, you as the chairperson, you had your objective.
Yes.
And then, like you said, let me repeat, their respective qualifications, which I challenged during our committee on grade 10 and Nuruddin Adams on grade 7. So my point is, before they were appointed,
me, to be honest, like I said, before we have the guidelines.
And the commission have heard you talk about before the guidelines,
Okay.
pre-2018, and the challenges you faced. Now, you had raised this at the committee level because you had problems with the appointment. Is that a fact?
Solution that overpowered it.
Now, let me ask you, do you think?
I tell you at that time, the appointments is not in line with the scheme.
So that is, will I be fair to say it's not correct?
It's not in line with the service.
It's not in line. Good.
It's not.
Can Mustafa Kani?
Kanjura, yes.
Subsequent extensions of their contracts?
I'm not in support of it.
Okay.
When we came to 2018, it was an interim committee report that passed, because at the time they were part of the interim committee and they able to maintain.
Sorry, Mr. Sise. Clarify that. To pay or to recover. Do you mean to say recover a lot of debts for you or pay a lot of debts?
Yeah, they recover a debt.
Yes, that is what I'm saying because you see.
Yeah, so the interim committee recommended, we keep both Kanjura and Marietta. All of us approve it willingly, all the council members. Because we see that, this is, not supported. And yes, I did not support. Council also, we also have to move. Then, it's better now. We all, because I have my basis before I contract. What will be his specification, his TOR exactly? What is the portfolio exactly? I'm not in support of the contract.
Why?
Because for young people, I feel that if someone's contract
to continue.
So,
to
but when
hear me out.
Okay.
Why was there a need
to General Council to tell them that this contract should not be they should not give him contracts a committee. And at times when we are talking about any department, we used to invite the director of that department. So when they came, they said management to plan a session planning for all of them. The session plan was failed and which I think, the management,
Yes.
I think all those minutes. But most of the time, I'm not in support of.
Noted.
Madam Chairperson, I believe the witness has to bring a lot of documents. Number one, for the names that he had mentioned in his own statement, and then we will take it up from there.
Okay, thank you.
You do recall, Mr. KMC/GCM/06 specific 24th of September 2019. You raised an issue about the GIS. The councillor for Ibo Town/New Joshua Ward said, and I quote, I'm reading members asking for the status of the finance of the GIS project. Remember that?
From the Minister of Information.
Yes.
Yes.
So
at times,
you highlighted fundamental issues. Issue of the resources. Personally, I will commend you because, right?
Yes.
So what was the issue about the GIS?
I always emphasize that there should be a transparency and accountability for anything we are doing.
Exactly, this is
Yes.
the question I'm asking.
We are elected because I'm a servant of the people. So is it genuine or not? Whether the GIS, you don't just have to come to and you want to pass out the form. So these are the things that I that much, but basically that were the things
No,
that.
we will come back to the details of the GIS. We're going to stop. Council.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much.